that's another reason. And that's a very important reason. Okay, because if I ever have to take a drug to be happy, then there's big problems. There's big issues. Okay, so that's one thing. Another reason I don't drink is because it simply just tastes like crap. I just think alcohol is just disgusting. It does not taste good. People could try to say that, oh, it tastes good, but it doesn't. I mean, they're just saying that because they've been drinking for a while and they just got used to it, and then they say it tastes good. But if most people that ever drink for the first time, the taste is not good. They just basically force themselves to drink because everybody else is drinking, and they force themselves to like it, but the taste really is not good. I mean, orange juice tastes a lot better. Grape juice, you know, fruit juice tastes great to me, and there's no alcohol in it, and I love drinking it. So a lot of times I wonder, you know, people go out drinking, I'm like going to the bars with her, I'm like thinking like, why not everybody just gather around and drink orange juice together? Why does it have to be alcohol? You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. You know, and then, you know, you got these dance clubs, and then the dance clubs that don't have alcohol, nobody goes to. And I wonder why, because it's like, why does everybody have to drink alcohol? Why can't it just be a dance club with just fruit juice and that's it? Well, obviously it's because so many people are so scared and afraid to dance without alcohol, because they have so much embarrassment that they're dependent on the alcohol in order to get them to open up more, in order to enjoy more. And it's just, to me, it's just ridiculous. You know, I mean, you should be able to express yourself and enjoy yourself without any stimulant. And I think it's just sad that people need some type of stimulant in order to express themselves. You know, so that's another reason. Another thing is, I don't like to do things just because everybody else is doing it. I've always been the type of person that always does my own thing. And say if there's 100 people that want to drink alcohol and go to the bar, I'll be the only one that says, all right, you guys could go. I'm gonna go to the gym and work out. That's how I've always been. I don't have no fears of doing things by myself. I have no fear, you know, and I don't really need anybody. I'm not dependent on anybody to be happy. You know, I could do my own thing and lead my own way without feeling like, oh, I'm lonely now, or I need someone else to be with me. You know, I'm not like that. You know, I've always been the one who was able to be strong enough to just follow my own path, or create my own path. And I think that's a strong reason why I really never drank alcohol for my whole life. And I'm 28 now, and I just don't drink. And I've always stand strong with it. And I know it's difficult, especially when you go to college. I mean, everybody's drinking. But I went through my whole college life not drinking, and I did my own thing. I created my own martial arts club, and all I did was train in martial arts my whole 4 years there. I just did martial arts, and I found other people that had the same, you know, interests as me, the same passion, the same motivations, and all we did, we just all trained together all the time. And most of everybody in the club that I was at, pretty much most of them didn't even drink at all either. And we all just loved martial arts, and we just practiced, and that's all we did. And that's the thing that makes me very different from a lot of people, is that I just don't do things just because everybody else is doing it. Alright? A lot of times I think we're too dependent on the government to watch out for our own health and safety. And because of that, it makes us less responsible, and it just makes us more just like children. We're not mature adults where we can think for ourselves and find our own way and develop and find out what is actually healthy for us. You know, I mean, if you think about it, they used to try to ban alcohol through the prohibition, but it just didn't work because there's just, you know, went underground into the black market. It just didn't work. So they tried to do it. They knew that it's not healthy for you. But they, you know, I mean, you see all those DUIs, you see people, alcoholics abusing their, alcoholic men like abusing their wives. I mean, it's just abusing the children, whatever. I mean, alcohol brings out, a lot of times it brings out the worst in people. And the thing about it is that you shouldn't need the government in order to tell you, okay, you have to be 21 to drink. And, and when you're 21, it's okay to drink. And then now, when you reach 21, okay, they say it's okay, so now it's fine and it's good for me. You shouldn't need them to tell you that. You should pretty much discover for yourself whether or not this is something that's good for you. Just because they say that it's okay doesn't mean that it's healthy for you or good for you or whatever. Okay? I mean, if people want to destroy their lives and they want to drink alcohol and do whatever, take drugs, smoke cigarettes, and whatever, and just destroy their lives, I mean, that's their life. Okay, they want to do that. But for me, I try to uphold what I view as a healthy way of living. Alright? I want to be the best martial artist that I can be, the best human being that I can be, and just represent something where I want to be the highest level that I can. And to me, as far as I've seen, there is no benefit whatsoever in drinking alcohol. There's a lot more negatives than any positives that you could see. And I have no issues with cutting that out. And even though I'm allowed to drink it, it doesn't mean that means I'm going to do it. And I think a lot of times people are just easily swayed to just do things just because everybody else is doing it. And I think if you learn to live a more healthy lifestyle and you start drawing away from your friends that all they do is drink alcohol, you start drawing away from them and doing your own thing, you will end up creating other friends that kind of share your views. And you will develop stronger friendships with people that are more positive, people that are promoting more of a healthy way of living. Like, instead of going to the bar, you might go to the gym, and then you might meet people there and connect with them. You might train with other martial artists and connect with them. It's just once you start changing even that little aspect of your life, things will start changing, drastically. Your friendships might change, because if the only thing that's holding a friendship together is just going to the bars together to drink alcohol, there really is no friendship there. To me, it's just more of just the person just doesn't want to go alone, so they're just dragging you with them. And to me, alcohol is just an easy way, or just it's just a sad way to connect with somebody, to me, because it's like, it doesn't even, you don't have to do anything, where it requires skill or talent or anything, development. You drink, I drink, and that's it. And then the competition for them is who could drink the most. To me, it's just completely ridiculous. Alright? Whereas if you are, say, a dancer, and then say you're a break dancer, and then you meet up with another person that's a break dancer, now there's actually some type of, activity that is developing some type of talent and skill and even promoting health, where you could spend time together, have a good time, meet other people, and get good at something that's benefiting you. And that's what I mean, is what it should be like. It shouldn't just be like, alright, you drink poison, I drink poison, and we'll drink poison together so we could die together earlier. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I don't care if 90% of the people out there drink alcohol. I'll be the 10% that doesn't. And that's how I've always been. I don't just do things just because everybody else is doing it. And then people try to make fun of you and talk down, this person doesn't drink alcohol. Well, you know what? You could go back around and talk down on them and say, you know what? You got a pot belly and you can't even do a push-up. and